Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the Coruscant Courier. I am Jonathan, and once again we have another crazy Acolyte episode to talk about. My goodness, so much happened in the last episode, but I want to point out two theories in this video. The first being what Qimir is and who he is. We didn't really get much of a sense about Qimir until he said a couple of really specific things regarding his whereabouts, his beginnings, and some things that have happened to him. First of all, there is one thing that he said that gives me a major hint that Qimir is Darth Plagueis. That is, Qimir said that he was a Jedi a long time ago, a very long time ago. Now, you're like, okay, but Darth Plagueis is a moon. There is no way that Qimir could be Darth Plagueis. Interestingly enough, we know that Darth Plagueis is able to leave his body and go into other bodies and basically possess other bodies. He was able to cheat death. He was able to use other bodies to live in and dwell and possess. So that is a major hint about Qimir. And this actually goes in to the scar on his back. We see the scar on his back and you're just like, that's interesting. How in the world would he have gotten a scar on his back that looks like a whip? Well, isn't it interesting that in the middle of the episode, we see the Jedi put together essentially a task force / rescue force, and they come to rescue, so they say, they come to rescue Saul and the Jedi. And what does Vernestra do when she gets attacked by those giant flying bugs? She pulls out a whip and kills the bug. Now, I don't know about you, but if that's not the most major hint of what is going on, I don't know what is. Vernestra is Qimir's master. She is a Sith Lord. Follow me here. She is the Sith Lord. And Qimir is Darth Plagueis, the apprentice. Now, I know you're saying, oh, well, isn't that supposed to be Darth Tenebris? Supposedly, Darth Tenebris was Darth Plagueis' master. Well, the problem with this idea is that Darth Tenebris is not a canonical character. He does not exist. They would have to write him into the canon. Of course, they still could, and that's still possible. But I think it is more likely that Lumaya is who Vernestra is. And if you don't know who Lumaya is, she was a Sith Lord who was in Legends, but she looks just like Vernestra. And I'm going to show you some pictures of what she looks like. She could easily pass for Vernestra. Now, where is Disney trying to go with all this? We ultimately won't know until next week. But it is extremely obvious that Qimir, even if he is not Plagueis, is a powerful dark side force wielder. Although I think the evidence is clear from what they are putting out, there's a very high probability that he is Darth Plagueis. And Vernestra is another Sith Lord who is his master. The Jedi are, of course, you would think, going to find out about this. Maybe not. But it looks like maybe all the Jedi are going to die. In our last video, we did a Ki-Adi-Mundi theory, saying that Ki-Adi-Mundi could be a mole inside the Jedi Order. He did know of the plan that Vernestra had to not go to the High Council and was in complete agreement for some reason. Perhaps he knows, we don't know, but we do think that she has been able to hide herself from the Jedi, just like Palpatine did in the prequel series, but she's about to be exposed. So let's see what happens. Let us know what you guys think about this. Qimir is Darth Plagueis, and Vernestra is the Sith Lord Lumaya, and we're going to have a crazy showdown next week in the next episode of The Acolyte. This has been the Coruscant Courier. May the Force be with you, always.